What's going on, everyone? Your boy Emad is here. We're 4 from 4. Well, four on the bounce anyway. Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1. Old Trafford rocking to the core again. Adam, it was a fucking 1:30 kickoff for us. It was the graveyard,
mate,
the graveyard
right.
shift.
1:30 a.m. people.
Yeah, 1:30
a.m.
The graveyard shift.
Yeah.
How'd you do it, mate? What'd you do? Tell me your process through last night. What happened?
I went to bed probably about 10:30 at night. So I went to, well, yesterday I was out all day with Kira. It was Father's Day yesterday, but I was out at Kira's football. So that was like being, sometimes I'd rather be kicked in the nuts than go and watch that, to be honest with you. Yeah. But no, I probably shouldn't have said that, but I did.
I said 10:30 in bed, put the alarm on.
Yeah, 10:30 in bed, put the alarm on at about 1, get out, have a look at the lineup, and put the pillow on the lounge just in case it's one of those games and you're going to and because you are doing these ones at times. But, mate, I was up for this and far out, man. It was bloody great. Yeah, it was a good game. They started really good.
Yeah, we did start really good. So the lineup come out an hour before kickoff, and as I don't know if it was expected, but I think some people did expect for the new signing Anthony to be thrown straight in. Did you expect him to be put straight into the lineup?
No way. That's very rare that you see a player that gets signed in that week, one training session, and get thrown in. When I saw,
I think it was like 48 hours before or something.
Yeah. And when I saw the lineup, I had to take 2. And then when I saw him walking out, I just went, holy crap, here we go. This is business. We're ready to roll, and let's see what comes from this. So, mate, I'm still buzzing over it, I'll tell you. 2 hours sleep, I think, 3 hours.
Man, it was good. It was good to see him get his debut, and obviously, what a dream debut it was. Opened the scoring. I think once we kicked off, we dominated for that first, I want to say 15 minutes.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
And then we sort of dropped off. Arsenal sort of, starts to get a hold of the game, and then they started to dominate for a bit. And then Christian Eriksen caught sleeping on the ball. Probably his only mistake of the game.
I thought he was turning. Look,
was it a foul?
Yeah, 100% it was a foul, because just before that, mate, there was other fouls that Arsenal were getting, and they were pretty similar. Look, when we started the game, we were pretty aggressive. McTominay was making tackles, Malaysia, Martinez, they were all coming in heavy, right? And you got Gabriel Jesus, he's there taking dives and shit like that. Now let's not forget this, right? He's taking dives, the referee's going just playing it as it is, and then he goes and gives that. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It was quite, the start of the game was pretty aggressive for my mind, and he was letting a bit go, but then he was pulling up fouls like that. There was a couple of times there where we went the push and he gave the foul. So for me, I didn't see anything different. I saw the player go for the ball, miss it, and then he's pushed on Eriksen as Eriksen was about to turn. Okay, Eriksen probably could have been a little bit stronger. But the fact is, he missed the ball first when he came through, and then he has pushed off, and Eriksen's gone down.
But I think you're analysing that after seeing a slow motion replay.
No, I thought that in the first place. I really did. I probably didn't see the kick out, but I did see the push straight up, because I expected the ref to give it.
In real time, I probably thought foul straight away, but then
100%.
But then that could be me being, that just being a United supporter, thinking foul, not trying to be like sitting on the fence about it. Like, from a neutral perspective, I didn't think of it that way. As a United supporter, I go foul straight away.
But the reason why I thought it was a foul straight away was because I saw the ref giving those types of fouls leading up to that. That was the reason why.
Because McTominay got pulled up on the halfway mark, on the opposite side of the pitch near the substitutes. Yeah. He got pulled up for a push in the back as well, which was almost very similar to what happened to Eriksen there. So I can see why it was why it was called a foul. Was
Look,
it soft? Probably was soft, but I don't care. We'll take it.
I can see both sides. Look, it was a great finish in the end. Delo was caught out, and
he caught sleeping.
yeah, and what's his name? Martinelli. I thought, he was having a great game down that left side. I thought Delo was a little bit caught out at times, but he was definitely caught out this time, and he did. It was a class finish in the end. But look, if the goal was allowed, for mine, Ericsson, yes, he was a bit soft on the ball, but it's still no reason not to give the foul. There was still a push in there for my liking. And then I actually thought De Gea probably should have come out a little bit quicker because at the time it wasn't pulled up. So, I mean, that center of play happened so quick. I'm not going to sit here and blame De Gea, but, again, I'm still a little bit hesitant on De Gea. I'm not going to blow up about De Gea, but I just want him to be a bit more aggressive. I want him to be aggressive in the game for us. We've got in the back line now.
Other than that, he didn't really have much to do the whole game.
No, he made that one save.
He made one save, and I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah,
I felt like, again, the back four, it was the same back four that we've seen in previous weeks. Malacia, Martinez, Varane, and Delo. He's gone again with the same back line, and I felt like they were okay. Okay, Arsenal did look, threatening, and they did create a lot of chances, but I didn't feel like a goal was going to come for them anytime soon.
Oh, look, I can't say that. I can't say. Look, I was on the edge of my seat there for a little while when they kept possession of the board, and
I said it. That's how I felt. I don't feel like they were going to score.
Yeah, no, for me, I did. I felt there might have been something coming because I thought Xhaka was, was very good taking on Malaysia. I thought he was probably Malaysia's toughest test to date. I actually thought Xhaka got in behind him a fair few times, and he couldn't get back. At one stage, Xhaka put that ball across the face of the goal as well. Look, I'm not going to knock our back line. They're very good, but the two wingers for me, Arsenal
it's the first time in a long time I felt very confident in the back line. Where I'm not going to say the first time because I felt very confident the last couple of weeks, but I just don't feel like that. I didn't have that feeling of sitting on the edge of my seat. Oh my God, we're going to concede. I felt really comfortable with our back line. I felt that they were aggressive enough. The one disappointment I had, and I was listening to a few other pods this afternoon about how strong Gabriel Jesus is. Gabriel Jesus apparently is probably one of the strongest players going around. The little guy, and he ragdolled Varane a few times. He outmuscled him. Varane couldn't win a header against him. He couldn't shove him out of the way. Jesus was causing us a fair bit of trouble, but again, I felt like our back four did very well.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. That, they did very well, but I'm not going to come on here and I just feel, look, I think it might be over the last few years where I'm still nervous about it, but yeah, that's so outstanding. Like, fuck, it was so good, mate. I was running around the friggin' living area again. It was so good.
So we go 1-0 up. 1-0 up through.
It was good advantage by the referee on Bruno. I was expecting him to pull it up, and I'm thinking to myself, I was about to blame Bruno if he had a bloody blown it up too, because I know the tackle was there, but I felt he probably could have released the ball a little bit earlier too. But it was.
If he stays rolling around on the floor long enough, we might not get an advantage like that.
100%, and it was happening through the game again. It wasn't just him; it was a couple of Rashford did it at one stage as well, where nothing annoys me more when we're defending and a player loses the ball, stays on the ground. Just get up, man. You're not hurt. It's better to have another player in the defensive line than roll around waiting for them for stoppage play.
Must be learning that from the current captain anyway. He does that a fair bit. Anyway, 1-0 up. I think
class finish.
Oh, class finish, Anthony. He had a few siders early on, skied one over, and he looked like he was trying to bring the razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
To Old Trafford, and the crowd were up for it, man. They were loving him.
Well, he reminded me. I'm gonna say it. He reminded me of a young Ronaldo. I tell you, like he
fucking please.
He did, because he's doing the tricks and stuff like that. He's trying the tricks. Mate, I still remember the day when Ronaldo was there. I'm not saying he's Ronaldo. I'm just saying he's come onto the pitch. He's trying to do a few of the tricks, and then he was getting tackled.
Why ruin the bloke's moment like
that? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? How's that bad?
He's nowhere near it, isn't it? Nah, I don't like it. Don't even fucking compare him. I don't care.
I'm not comparing him saying he's Ronaldo. I'm saying he's come on, he's tried a bit of the razzle dazzle, which that's exactly what a young Ronaldo tried to do, but it wasn't working for him. Instead of throwing your mic, fucking listen.
Nah, fuck you too, mate. Anyway, he's bagged one. Crowd's gone wild.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, how was the celebration? It was a mad celebration too.
Yeah, I was doing these ones.
He had Anthony had about 6 celebrations going on at once.
Yeah, I wanted to know what that one was. Some kind of creature, or
I don't know, like a tiger or something.
Like a tiger.
Mahatma
Coat.
National News. And then did they get did it go to 1-1? It went to 1-1, didn't it?
Yeah, it went to 1-1,
yeah. So Saka, your mate Saka, he was
Varane lost it through the middle.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was a bit
uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
It was very, very Maguire-like. And then Saka scores, equalises, and not long after, look, probably the best thing he did all game, because actually I thought, and not because of anything else, but I thought he was one of our worst players on the pitch until this ball. Bruno's through ball to Rashford.
Yeah. Well, when Eriksen, it was Eriksen, Bruno, Rashford. It was just those names just started rattling off. Yeah.
And I've watched another video, like a replay of that goal. All that comes about through Ronaldo's pressing.
Yeah.
Of the Arsenal defense. He actually forced that error. he forced that error from Arsenal, and then the ball fell to Eriksen, who, like you said, passed it on to Bruno. And Bruno, I thought, had a bang average.
That was because the second one came from Delo, Eriksen, Bruno outside of the foot in between. Yeah.
The third one, the third one came.
Third one was Ronaldo pressing. Yeah. Well, did Ronaldo do the second as well?
The second one, I don't know.
No, third one. Third one was off a throw-in, and it went to Ronaldo. Ronaldo pressed in, and the only reason I remember it, Matt, is because I just watched it again.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, anyway, I watched as soon as I came.
But that ball from, like I said, that ball from Bruno, I thought he was bang average up until that point. He didn't really produce much.
The daughters, mate, they always want to get involved.
Yeah, it's right here.
You're such a good dad.
You good? Where was I?
Ronaldo wasn't good up until that point.
No, Bruno wasn't good up until that point.
Bruno. I thought you meant Ronaldo. Yeah. Lucky we clarified that.
No, it was Bruno.
Bruno.
But that ball, great ball, and great finish too from Rashford. Rashford's back, bro.
He's back.
He's back.
Yeah, thank you. I've
always liked Rashford.
Mate, everyone hammered me over Rashford. Everyone hammered me. My boy is back.
He's back.
3 goals.
He's getting amongst the goals.
Yeah.
You can see the confidence is coming back in him too. Like, he hit that ball at pace and just ran onto it like a steam train, and just obviously, put the head down, and then he had a look. Maybe a lucky little deflection for it to go in over Ramsdale, but still a good finish.
I want people to compliment him, not on that, but just defensively as well. He dropped back in, and he was defending well. Just as a unit, the team is fucking. It's unbelievable. For 3 weeks ago, was it the first 2 rounds? I'd love to know what he said to him. He must have said something on that run. I'll tell you what, bloody hell.
Yeah, pull your finger out or fuck off.
Yeah, it's an incredible
simple
turnaround.
as that.
Yeah.
This should have been said to him fucking 2 seasons ago. How good was Christian Eriksen, man? Christian Eriksen.
He was man of the match for me, Christian Eriksen. I thought he was brilliant. He's just, for me, he's the reason why I'm going to say he was man of the match for me was just because of his composure on the ball, and he seems to pick that right pass nearly every single time, and not only that, I get caught up a lot when I'm watching these games in the back play, just seeing what's going on. And he's really communicating with a lot of his players on where he wants them, where they need to be. And again, I'll say it, the amount of time, I don't know how he doesn't get a sore neck. The amount of times he checks his shoulder is incredible. He just knows what's around him all the time. It's bloody brilliant.
His awareness on the pitch, his awareness of his teammates around him.
Yeah.
He's a midfielder we've been missing. He's probably the midfielder that Pogba was supposed to be.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, and
everything Pogba was supposed to be.
He's high on the list to get on the back of one of my jerseys, that's for sure.
You know who else had a really good game and probably, and deservedly so, like he's getting his run in the team, because since we've signed Casemiro, everyone's been screaming for Casemiro to be starting. Scott McTominay.
Mate, yeah, no, he's been good, man. He really has been.
He's up there with close to being man of the match for me as well, because he was honestly amazing today. That first half, he was spectacular. Winning balls, crunching tackles.
Mate, look, I'm going to give him credit for that one where he dropped in behind the defense late in the game. Do you remember that one? He was on, he was third player in. Varane and I think Martinez had already come off. I think Maguire was on, and McTominay ended up running through the line with his player, staying with his player, something we haven't seen for a long time, and he ended up clearing out just in front of De Gea. And that was a crucial time.
You know what? Everyone's been giving him shit for so long. It's amazing what good coaching can do, because he hasn't had a decent coach in a couple of years.
Well, he's probably 100%, but he's got the players around him to give him the confidence as well.
Correct.
I'm loving Varane's attitude. Like, we're talking about Martinez's attitude. Varane, I tell you what, we've been looking for a leader, and I'm telling you, you watch him off the ball, he's directing play. When the ball's gone out, he's pumping up every player there. It's not just Martinez. He's doing it as well. He's directing play. It's just fucking ridiculous, the mental attitude of these players now. And Varane, for mine, has just been outstanding. He really has. He's been so good.
Yeah, his partnership, he has been very good. His partnership with Martinez has been excellent. It's been honestly, it's been refreshing to see, because it's a partnership we've been missing for so long in our United sides, and you can see that just that energy and that effect that it's having on all the teammates on the pitch. You know what I mean? All his teammates, everyone's pumped. Everyone's like,
oh man, I've got butterflies just talking about it, mate. I swear, mate, I'm pumped.
The back four are treating clean sheets, and I know it wasn't a clean sheet today, but they're treating clean sheets and tackles and great blocks. They're treating that like they've scored a goal themselves.
Yeah,
and so they should, because that's their job. Their job is to protect their goal, and that's what they're doing, and they're doing it very well.
Look, I heard one of the commentators this weekend in the Everton Liverpool game. What's Everton's keeper's name? It does me head in. Pickford, yeah. Because he celebrated a couple of good saves, and he goes, goalkeepers shouldn't be celebrating. Absolutely ridiculous comment. Absolutely crazy comment. Like, if a centre forward or anyone on the pitch can go and celebrate a goal, a goalkeeper can go and celebrate a save. No problem at all for mine. Good on him.
Yeah, I don't know where
really good saves in that game.
I don't know where they get this opinion from, and
one of the most ridiculous opinions I've ever heard in my life.
It is. I agree with you.
Absolute fraudster. Like, give me a break, man. The guy was pulling saves off like nothing else. As much as he does me head in, and he's one of these blokes that thinks his shit don't stink. Mate, some of the saves he was pulling off against Liverpool were fucking mental. Because I actually did watch that game. It was a 9:30 kickoff. And again, my mate was at that game. So I thought, I'll watch it and have a bit of a chat with him and put shit on him, because they were at 0-0 with him. And but he was incredible. Anyway, that's enough about him. Move on.
Yeah. Enough about Everton and Liverpool.
Yeah,
So overall, the game comes to an end, 3-1 victory. We've stopped their undefeated run this season, so they've gone 5-1 now. But they're still top of the league. We're 3 points off the top. We're still sitting in fifth position at the moment,
spot,
I think.
Yeah, 3 points off the top, is it? Did you say?
3 points off the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of tricky games coming up. I think we got Europa League next week, and then Crystal Palace and Leeds after that. So,
is that this Friday? The Europa?
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, correct.
Friday. Yeah. So that's against Rio Sociedad. Yeah.
And then Crystal Palace Monday morning, and then Leeds after that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
Leeds after that. So we can get on a good run.
Tricky couple of fixtures coming up, though. Obviously, Europa, I'm expecting Ten Hag to rest some players for that game. I don't expect him to go full strength. But I want to stick on that Arsenal game for a bit. The substitutions Ten Hag made, I think his substitutions, but they were on point, except for one.
Look, I was nervous when he started bringing Fred on. I was shitting myself.
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one you were nervous about?
And then when let me get to Maguire. And then when he decided to bring Maguire on, I was nervous about both of them. I'll tell you, because I don't trust them. I just don't trust them. I don't know. Well, I do know why.
He got himself booked in within 30 seconds, Maguire.
Yeah. He hasn't got the movement. He hasn't got the movement that Martinez has got. And you could see even when he tried to clear that ball out once, it went straight to Arsenal player, and that was late in the game.
Yeah, I would have brought Lindelof on instead of Maguire if you're going to shore up the defence, if you ask me. But
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, he's got better footwork than Maguire, so why wouldn't you do that?
That's why I'm sitting in my garage and he's over there.
Yeah. Look, he's a similar player to Martinez, isn't he? When you think about it, he's probably hasn't got that more aggression as Martinez, but he's definitely got that movement and he's got that ball play. Yeah, Martinez.
Definitely a great ball player. Lindelof.
Yeah, Martinez can slide a good ball straight through the middle, and so can Lindelof. Yeah. So yeah, I've got to agree with you. I never really thought of it like that, and yeah, 100%. I probably would have made that move. Yeah. Because didn't Varane and Lindelof actually had made a little bit of a good combination last year, didn't they? Was it last season?
No, not last season, because last season was horrid.
It was the season before.
I'm not going to say they had a good part. I just think it was a better partnership than
it was a better partnership. Yeah.
Because I don't know, last season was obviously a horror season. The season before that, we didn't do too badly. Obviously finished second, but it was last season. Varane only came in last season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they did played about 3 or 4 games together.
Yeah, I don't know. Last year's just a distant memory now.
Yeah. Anyway, move on.
No, move on. What else is there to cover?
Mate, look, I like, again, I'll talk about Erik ten Hag in the media again. I watched him with Sky and he seems to be good mates with Roy Keane now. So, yeah.
Is this before or after the game, or is this that interview?
No, after the game. After the game. Yeah.
Did you see the interview he had with that chick, that Sheila from Sky?
Don't get me started. No, I didn't see it. But I understand the girl that you're talking about, and just Sky Sport, just leave it alone, please.
Why are they in there all the time now?
Mate, I don't know.
Why they,
I honestly don't know.
Last week it was Gary Neville and fucking Carragher.
Yeah.
Doing one for Sky, and then now they've got this other chick in there doing another. Why?
Yeah. Look,
why are they obsessed with him?
It's never been any different since the day in Australia we brought Debbie Spillane in on ABC. So for the rugby league. Back in you probably weren't even born. And that's when it all started.
That's when you started losing your hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it, because I'm not going to say they don't know football. It just doesn't suit it. It just doesn't suit it. And I don't know. I don't know. I prefer to see the players ask the questions than some random.
No, I just don't know why they're interviewing him week in, week out. That's all I want to know. Like, why are they interviewing him? I don't understand. Like, how come these interviews aren't happening with Klopp and Pep and
yeah, they might be having. I don't really take any notice of any other team. So, but maybe it's Eric Ten Hag wants to step up and be the manager that's protecting his team a bit. You know what I mean?
Doesn't have to, but he doesn't have to. He's not obliged.
I know he doesn't have to, but maybe that's something he enjoys. Maybe not enjoy doing, but maybe that he feels he needs to do that. He might feel he needs to do that. He can always deny it and say no. So he can always do that. Yeah. So it's not like
anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a good start to our week. Getting one over the Gunners, taking them down off their high horse. So 3-1 victory. That puts us 4 wins on the bounce. Like I said, we've got Europa League coming up on Friday, and then Palace and Leeds. And I can't remember if it was, I think it's Palace at home. Let me just double check.
Yeah, look, mate, you know the good thing about being a United supporter at the moment is you want these games to keep coming. You want these games to keep coming.
Just better kickoff times. I'm wrecked.
Oh, mate, I know. You've had to go pick up your wife's car, and mate,
I went straight to work after the game.
Yeah, so did I. It's 7 o'clock start.
And then I've got work in a couple of hours. And then I have to go to work in a couple of hours.
Oh, mate, just get a ciggy and a V, and you'll be sweet.
Oh, you don't care? You don't care about my heart anymore. So we got Europa League at home, Crystal Palace away, and then another Europa League against Sheriff Tiraspol.
Yeah,
whoever they are. And then Leeds at home on the 18th.
Yeah.
So the games are coming thick and fast. So 9th of September, 12th of September, 16th, 18th.
Yeah, well, I'm hearing like the Europa League preliminary rounds will be finished before Christmas. Yeah. No, mate, it's fine. I get it. And people around the world don't watch this. This is what happens to us. Look, I mean, I look fresh Christmas, at the moment, but
the World Cup starts in November.
Oh yeah, I mean before the World Cup starts. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be all finished before the World Cup starts. Yeah. So, but yeah, mate, I'm that excited. It's been a long time coming, and you know, credit to all.
How many times have you watched the goals?
To be honest with you, I watched them again this afternoon when I got home. I never watched them during the week because where I'm working, the Recepo's shit. So I've probably watched it about 5 or 6 times. I really enjoyed the combination, like especially the third goal. Like you look at the names, it was Delay threw it in, Ronaldo won it. He sort of got a lucky bounce. Ronaldo into Bruno into Eriksen. Eriksen unselfishly just popped it over to Rashford, and what a goal! And that goal there too, like I've been saying it for a long time. If our team can just play an extra pass to score a goal, that's what all the good teams done. You know, the Barcelonas, you know, even the cities, they play that extra pass and they get the simple goal.
They have the quality to play that extra pass. We haven't had extra pass. We haven't had that quality for many years.
Yeah.
To play that extra pass.
Yeah.
And when they have tried to do it, it's come off. They come off looking stupid.
Yeah.
So I think now having the likes of Eriksen in the side, you can play that extra pass. I would have loved for him to have scored a goal, but
he's got to be the transfer of the season so far. Getting him on a free, seriously. You know, we're all talking about Anthony coming in for £84 million. Let's talk about the free. Holy crap. Mate, he's been that good. And let's think about it. It was it last year that he had the accident on the pitch?
Yeah.
Mate, give the guy a beer. Seriously.
Mate, his electricity bill's going to be through the roof. Put that pacemaker on charge, eh?
Yeah. Oh, has he got a pacemaker, has he?
Yeah, he's playing with a
Oh my
pacemaker, bro.
God, man. Seriously, I did not know that.
Ten Hag better give him a rest soon. They're going to run this bloke to the ground.
I didn't know that. Far out, man. It's
The
even better.
bionic man. Yeah,
Mate.
it's like he's
crazy. Yeah, they just pump the blood through quicker.
Anyway, look, I know I sort of died out in the end.
No, mate, I understand. It's good. Look, everyone.
But I am pumped.
No, it's good. You're doing it tough at the moment, mate. And you got a wife that's pregnant. You got 3 beautiful kids. You've had to go pick up you had to pick them up from school. You had to go pick up the wife's car because it broke down. You've been under the pump this afternoon, and credit to you for stepping up and coming on this pod, because I can be a bit of a nag to get on these things. And
yeah,
and
this is what
Arsenal.
Yeah, that's for you, Arsenal. Yeah. 3-1.
Let's wrap it up on that. Come on, boys. Like, share,
Let's go
subscribe.
United.
Let's go United. Europa League on Friday. We'll talk to you soon. Check you all later. Love you, Emad. Love you, everyone.
You, Adam.
Mate, beautiful. Check you all. Talk to you all later. See ya.